Let's get you the latest in regard to Jammu and Kashmir. Now, 3 terrorists have been killed in an encounter which took place with the security forces in JNK's Shopian. Another terrorist could be present in the area. The encounter initially began in Kulgam and then shifted to the forest area in Shopian. Now, security personnel of the army and the paramilitary forces have been fighting the terrorists for about 2 hours and more, counting now, in fact. Security forces intercepted the terrorists following an intelligence input. The timing of this particular encounter is significant because this is in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, India's counter-strike against Pakistan after the Pahalgam terror attack in which 26 people died. Now, 3 terrorists have been killed in an encounter which is underway. The gunfighting that's taking place in Shopian with there were 4 terrorists. 3 are believed to have been killed. 1 terrorist is alive at the moment. Cordon and search operations are on by the forces. This is an encounter that's taken place in the forest of Shopian. This really comes at a time when Prime Minister Modi has visited Adhampur base early this morning in order to meet with the Jawans, talking about their valor, and talking about the contribution that the armed forces has made to the country, particularly in this very trying time. And of course, you can see this is an encounter that's taken place where 4 terrorists were trying to enter, were trying to get inside. This is an encounter that started, in fact, in Kulgam, but went on to the forest area of Shopian. But fortunately, 3 terrorists have been gunned down in that encounter that continues. It's been continuing over the last couple of hours, and that is the armed forces there. Of course, trying to give their best in the particular situation. With Nazir joining us. Nazir, the timing of this encounter is significant because this is really in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, but also, any details you have about the 4th terrorist?
Well, there were, information was 3 or 4 were present there or they were holed up, but clearly all the 3 have been killed. It appears there's no other, the 4th one was not there. There were only 3. So it is a significant operation which has been carried out by the army, a swift operation, killed all the 3 militants. Identity is yet to be ascertained, which police would be eventually doing. They are believed to be the Lashkar terrorists, and they are operating in this particular area. But one thing is very clear. This encounter is not linked to the larger situation on the borders or the recent confrontation or the escalation between India and Pakistan. Number 2, this was not an attack on the security forces. This was the operation initiated by the security force based on information about presence of hiding militants. So they were neutralized after the operation was launched. Number 3, there has been a major operation going on over the last 3 weeks to track down the attackers of Pahalgam massacre. That remains a challenge, and it appears so far they are not linked to that also, even as it is larger militant ecosystem. So naturally, it is seen as a success against militancy by the security forces, because on an average, every day security forces launch around 100 operations in Kashmir Valley alone because of the challenges they face every day. But rarely they get the contact. In this case, it is after a long time, they got this contact and killed these militants. Earlier, they had been contact in the same area, but militants had managed to escape. But this time, all the 3 terrorists have been killed by the security force. So this is what army has said. So operation is on, but the encounter is over.
Right. Thank you so much, Nazir, for getting us with all those details.